When you picture the cosmos, what comes to mind? Probably brilliant stars, maybe some swirling galaxies, right? But what if I told you all that beautiful light and matter? That's just the exception. What if most of our universe is actually just a colossal empty nothingness? Well, today, we're exploring the scariest places in existence, cosmic voids. You see, these aren't just empty spaces. They're active, growing bubbles of eternal night, almost completely devoid of galaxies, stars, or even light. They're the loneliest places imaginable. And here's the crazy part. These bizarre worlds of darkness are actually sculpting the entire universe, and they might even decide its ultimate fate. So, what exactly are these cosmic voids? In this explainer, we're going to go on a journey to understand these strange and, frankly, pretty terrifying places. Think of it like this. We're about to jump right off the cosmic cliff, straight into the heart of all that nothingness. You ready? Let's do it. Okay, to really wrap your head around the scale of a void, we first have to understand the scale of, well, everything else. So you're going to want to strap in for this. We're zooming away from Earth at thousands of times the speed of light, leaving our little solar system and our stellar neighborhood way, way behind. And there it is, our entire home, the Milky Way galaxy, with its 200 billion stars and all those smaller dwarf galaxies zipping around it. It's beautiful, no doubt, but it's just our first step. We have to go so much further out. Now we're cranking it up, moving 1,000,000 times faster than light. This right here is our galactic neighborhood, what we call the local group. It's a cluster of over 50 galaxies, including ours and the massive Andromeda galaxy, all kind of tangled together by gravity and these invisible scaffolds of dark matter. This whole pocket of the universe is about 10 million light years across. Okay, zooming out even faster now, we start to see the next level of cosmic structure. This is the Virgo supercluster. It's this colossal wall made of more than 2,000 galaxies, all spread out over something like 100 million light years. It's a truly immense city of light. But you gotta be careful now, because we are right on the edge of that cosmic cliff. And this is it. This is where the real darkness begins. We've just arrived at the edge of the local void, an enormous, empty bubble that's 200 million light years across. To put that into perspective for you, if this void wasn't dark, if it were actually a bright object, it would fill up 40% of our entire night sky. It's our silent, totally invisible neighbor. All right, now let's plunge even deeper. We're heading for the biggest, emptiest nothing we know of, the Boötes Supervoid. It's basically a cosmic desert, 300 million light years wide, a space so gigantic it should have thousands of galaxies inside of it, but it doesn't. Just try to imagine it. You're completely surrounded by perfect, absolute blackness. There's no up, there's no down. You have no sense of motion at all. There is nothing to orient yourself. Not a single sign that the outside universe even exists. It is literally an inescapable prison of silence and darkness. So on this slide, you can really see the two faces of our universe. On one side, you've got the cosmic web, this vibrant, interconnected structure of galaxies. And on the other side, you have the void. This is what most of the universe is actually like. Just silent, unending blackness. Everywhere. Forever. But you know, even here, in the deepest, darkest part of the cosmos, there's something hiding. Faint, ghostly tendrils of dark matter actually reach into the void. It's kind of like a miniature skeletal echo of that much bigger dark matter forest that acts as the scaffolding for galaxies out in the cosmic web. And right at the tips of these little dark matter tendrils, we find these void galaxies. They are by far the rarest and most isolated galaxies we've ever found. They're like these lonely little fireflies, totally unable to light up the immense night around them. And because they're so isolated, without the constant gravitational push and pull of neighbors, they actually age in slow motion. They stay calmer, bluer, and they give birth to new stars very, very slowly. So you've got to be wondering, why are these places so empty? I mean, shouldn't a galaxy just fly into a void every now and then? Well, as it turns out, they're extremely hard to get into because gravity gets really, really weird at their edges. It's all part of this cosmic tug of war. Okay, so here's how it works. Gravity is all about mass attracting other mass, right? Well, the cosmic web, with all its dense superclusters, has an immense amount of gravity. The voids, on the other hand, have almost no mass at all. So what's the result? The clusters on the edges of the voids are constantly pulling everything out of them. The emptier a void gets, the harder gravity pulls on what little is left inside. It's a tug of war where one side isn't even trying. But hold on, it's not just gravity pulling things out. There's another, even more mysterious force at play here. A force that isn't pulling, but pushing. A force that is actively blowing up these bubbles of nothing from the inside out. And what we're talking about is dark energy. And this right here brings us to the ultimate role that voids play in the cosmos. See, inside a dense galaxy cluster, gravity is just too strong for us to really notice the effects of dark energy. But inside a void, where there's almost nothing, its effects become super obvious. Voids are where we can actually see the accelerated expansion of the universe happening right now. As dark energy keeps blowing up these void bubbles, making them larger and larger over time, they are actively breaking the beautiful structure of our universe. You know those amazing galaxy filaments that make up the cosmic web? They're slowly being ripped apart. The walls, made of thousands of galaxies, are being thinned out and pulled towards denser regions, just giving way to the emptiness. And well, this is the inevitable outcome. In the far, far future, these supervoids are just going to keep merging and expanding. They will eventually tear the entire cosmic web apart until the whole universe becomes one single, gigantic, and utterly lonely void. Wow, what an incredible and, terrifying journey that was. If you found this deep dive into the universe's great emptiness as fascinating as I did, you can help us explore more of these cosmic mysteries by hitting that like button and subscribing for more. And I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder. We learned that those void galaxies age in slow motion, right? Well, it's actually possible that they could be the very last places to remain habitable in our dying universe. Which leads to a really fascinating question. Could it be that trillions of years from now, the very last star in the entire universe won't be born in a brilliant, sparkling cluster, but inside one of these quiet, lonely voids?